Every year, there are 5 million girls married under the age of 15. Child marriage exists around the world, in South Asia, Sub-Saharan Africa, the Middle East and North Africa. It's across regions, it's across cultures, it's across religions.
Child marriage is an abuse of human rights. Girls are married at an age in which they are supposed to be in school, they are supposed to be protected, and they are called to be playing roles of adults, and they are girls.
When I was 8 years old and my sister was 10 years old, my uncle came to our grandfather's place and he told him, I think now these girls are big enough for circumcision. So you know, you first have to be circumcised for you to get married. We managed to escape for the first time. And then my uncle came. We were beaten and we had to tell him, Uncle, we promised that next time we are not going to run away.
These children will have to sleep with old men. Don't even know what you are going to be doing in bed. And it is vicious.
Traditionally, culturally, it is accepted, especially in the rural areas, and also because of poverty. Poverty is the main reason for early marriage. When the family is very poor and they have many children, boys and girls, they prefer to send some of the female from the house to another family.
For the individual girl, it can be a time when her life changes dramatically. But when you magnify that across a whole country, you can see the impact it has at a macro level. When girls are marrying below the age of 15, they are interrupting their education too soon. They are reducing their economic potential in perpetuity. They are at much greater risk of dying in childbirth, of their infant dying in the first year of life, and are going to experience higher lifetime fertility and greater rates of poverty. And that really perpetuates a cycle of poverty for these countries.
Issues related to human security, issues like child marriage, are simply not soft issues. They are issues that can affect the stability of countries. They are issues that can affect the economic development of these countries. They are every bit as dangerous as wars over natural resources or wars that result from cultural differences. We as a global community not only have a moral interest in protecting young girls in particular, but we have our own security interests at heart.
If you care about economic development, you care about investing in women and girls, you care about reducing maternal mortality and infant mortality, you have to look at child marriage as a driver of all of these things.
The evidence shows us, and common sense would show us as well, that education can delay and even prevent child marriage. It can raise incomes, and it certainly can improve health.
There are a number of ways that the international community has sought in the past to address issues like child marriage. Frequently, we adopt sanctions. We've also seen situations where we try to name and shame. In other situations, we try to address it through general economic development approaches, through girls' empowerment and girls' education. And then there are other situations where you want to work with local actors, whether those are legislators or government officials or traditional leaders. And what we found all around the world is that empowering those individuals within their own societies has been by far the most effective approach.
You don't just empower them by telling them this is bad. You need to target decision makers, what we call the cultural elders. We need to involve the young men because they are the future husbands of these girls. They are the ones who are marrying them. Everyone needs to get informed and let the decision come from them.
It is not a disease, child marriage. It's a social condition. We are not talking about polio here. We are talking about a social engineering that will require many, many things in place to really eradicate this. I think that it can be done within a generation.
The issue of child marriage has been elevated in recent years, both in terms of U.S. foreign policy and also on the world stage. And at the country level, I think we are also seeing signs of progress. So for example, take a country like Ethiopia, where you have a government that has actually committed to addressing this issue.
One day, if I get a girl, I think she's really going to enjoy all the rights I didn't enjoy. She's going to go to school. Definitely she's not going to get circumcised. She's not going to get married. Well, if she wants to get married, it's fine. If she doesn't want to get married, that's it. I can't really force her. She's going to decide for herself what she wants.